Does not have to be a new year, a new you. It just has to be a healthier you in the new year, you guys. Make sure you check down below in the description box where you can find the links to TLC products, including the ISOT, the NutriBurst, the Life Drops, the Resolution Drops. There are just so many things there to help you in burning fat and staying healthy. There's even the new Immune Tea, which I'm going to order. So I can't wait to try that. And I hope they get the sea moss back. But I do love the sea moss from Mint and Ocean. I'm sorry, it's supposed to be a commercial. Yes, okay? Get those TLC products from me. And do not forget that my biggest life change has been through Kiara LASHAE, Team LASHAE, ifyoucanmove.com. You guys get cute little outfits from Peja and Amari. You also check out Just Move supplements because she is helping us with the energy. Okay, this is the energy supplement. Love it. Okay, just got my protein. Gonna get me some after I work out. So yeah, y'all, down below in the description box, support. So you guys are always asking me where I get my glasses from. So I thought I would finally give y'all a real little ad, okay? Firmoo, I can't see, bitch. Okay, I'm just playing. I'm just joking. These are my new Firmoo glasses here. Super cute, right? They are prescription because I'm like totally blind. And I got these matte ones that I think are really dope. And I felt like they would go good with the fact that I no longer have hair. You know what I'm saying? But either way, you guys can use my link and give me credit. And get you some glasses from Firmoo. Come on in. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue and I am back for another All-American review, y'all. Oh my God, the episode was so good, okay? Like I've been trying to tell y'all, road to 100,000. This is one of my lesser watched videos, but it's also one of my favorite to watch and review. Like I've been constantly excited to watch All-American when I sit down to make my notes. So please do me a favor and share All-American with everybody you know who watches the show. Put it on Twitter, put it on Instagram, send it to Daniel, Ezra, whatever you want to do. But please support my All-American reviews. And excuse my laundry in the background. We're multitasking here. So you guys, the episode starts off where the last one left off, which was with Spencer explaining what happened in Vegas to Layla and her realizing that the moment she came in ready to wrap her arms and her vagina around Spencer, that he had just told her best friend Olivia that he loved her. So she's feeling away, like he took advantage, like he was being an emotional liar by allowing her to play herself like that when he wasn't really feeling her. And I felt like, yeah, Spencer, you messed up. You messed up because you should have told her what was going on. You should have stopped her, but instead you didn't want to hurt her. Yeah, partially, but you also didn't like the feeling of being rejected by Olivia and felt that it felt good to be wanted, even if it was immediately after being rejected. So yeah, you went along with it because it felt good. And it's like, well, if she wants me, then I'll just try to make it work with her. Meanwhile, I'm still in love with Olivia and making sad eyes at her from across the room whenever I see her. So yeah, Spence, you f***ed up. You did. Layla is very much entitled to be angry, and she's actually more angry than I thought she would be. I thought that she would be on that cold ice shit that she likes to do. She tried that, but it's seeped out into the sides. You know what I'm saying? She was really upset. Layla says that she's done for good this time. She never wants to see Spencer's ass again. I said, tough luck. Tough luck, because you'll see him again. So Spencer and Dylan go out to the park. And here comes some hating ass football players, y'all. There's always some dude hating on Spencer so hard, y'all. This is how people like Nipsey Hussle get shot outside their store. People like this, okay? Not really, but you know, there's always somebody hating on you because they don't know you and because they're miserable in their own lives. So the guys, you know, it was one guy and another guy, and they challenged Spencer. One plays QB, and the other guy has to block all of Spencer's catches. 5 catches. If he blocks most of them, he wins, all right? Because, of course, Spencer's Black Jesus, and everybody can't wait to sun Black Jesus. And I'm just kind of like, oh my God, eye roll, deep inhale, sigh, all of that shit, okay? Just real exasperated emoji list, bitch, okay? So they play. Spencer's good the first 2 rounds, okay? But 3rd, 4th, 5th, homeboy blocks every single one of his catches, and he's feeling a way about it. Then Dylan realizes that this dude goes to Crenshaw. We thought he went to another school. I'm like, so you're not even playing football and you out here trying to sun him? Get him on the team. I was like, his GPA probably ain't high enough. I knew from the get. Anybody that's playing football to that degree at Crenshaw that's not actually on the team, GPA is too low to be on the team. That's just really what it is. Thanks, Principal Clark. Oh, interim ass bit. So Spencer goes to Billy and tells him about this guy, okay? Come to find out his name is Jabari Long. Jabari Long got in some, trouble and ended up in juvie. But his grades are incomplete, all right, because of the juvie situation. So he is not in good enough GPA standing to be on the team, unfortunately, like I said. Billy tries to talk to Principal Clark again, but he's hell-bent on being a douche. Not just to Billy, but to the football team as a whole. Coop and Spencer both get nominated for homecoming court, along with Kia. Y'all know Kia is the homegirl that we see ever so often, and I be having to remember her name because I be forgetting, but then I see that they put it in the dialogue so we don't forget. I'm like, thank you, Kia. Gotcha. Kia is your type A publicist in the making. You know what I'm saying? A boss beat about to happen, You can see it. So like I said, Coop and Spencer both get nominated for homecoming court. And Coop acts hella bothered when she sees everybody, cheering Spencer on for homecoming king. And I'm like, are you really surprised by that? Like, who else is going to be homecoming king around here if not Spencer? Show me somebody. I'm looking. Who, Chris? I think not. Coop and Layla commiserate about how they both have broken up with Spencer and how Layla just needs to admit it instead of, being all uptight and acting like everything is cool. And if she wants to talk, Coop is there. Kia shows up with some flyers for something that I missed. I forgot. Doesn't matter. She still doesn't know that Coop and Spencer aren't besties anymore. So Kia has to sit down and get an earful from Coop about everything that has went down since she's been gone, child. I don't know. Jordan is trying to get Olivia out of her bad mood today. So Laura says maybe she should take a mental health day. Like, people do it at work all the time. Why can't kids do it from school? Okay, so Jordan is like, well, Mom, can I do it? Can I stay here with her? Because I really want to make my twin feel better. I want to help her. So he get the Aaliyah tee. So they have matching Aaliyah t-shirts on. And then they go into their little theater room and do karaoke for Try Again. Dust yourself up and try again, try again. Because if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again, begin again. Listen, I used to know the choreography, not no more. But anyway, I was living in this moment. Jordan tells Olivia that she needs to talk to Layla so that they can eventually, get past the situation. They've been friends for forever. They need to have a conversation. And if she really wants to be with Spencer, they definitely need to talk about this. So up and try again, try again. Listen, I'm probably gonna go listen to that when I'm done recording. So y'all, Pre shows up at the cafe and tells Coop that he found out that Mo is legit. He went and did some research wherever Mo came from. He went back there and talked to some people and found out that she really is heavy into the the social justice situation and helping out the community. So she legit. Coop isn't really worrying about that right now. She's just kind of like, oh, okay. Because right now, she's worrying about Spencer and her friendship with Spencer and whether it's really over. And I'm just kind of like, you are blowing me right now, Coop. Y'all can't get past this. Yes, it's tough. But y'all are in high school and y'all have been best friends since y'all were kids. And y'all gonna let y'all friendship just fall down the wayside, baby? I mean, I did with most of my friends. Not because of me, honestly. Like, I felt like my best friend in high school, very much so this Coop Spencer situation, my best friend was a guy who lived in my neighborhood. And he really was my best friend. And he went to college and things kind of changed. And I mean, we were so close that he actually came and visited me when I was in school and shit like that. And we would still talk. And I would call him, and make an effort. And just over time, I just got exhausted with the person I felt like he was turning into on a slip. Just like the man shit, it was like all of a sudden I'm not your best friend anymore because I'm not a dude. You know what I'm saying? He was pledging. It was just a lot of shit going on that made me feel like I didn't fit in his life anymore, right? It was growing pains. It was very difficult for me. But then eventually, right before college was over, we kind of came back around to each other and thought about dating, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen because Lyric had kind of entered the picture around that time. And that's what was on my mind more than anything. And I always felt like he was my friend for so long, like since we were kids. So I didn't want to change the dynamics of that relationship because I wanted it to stay in that vein. Because I never wanted it to be like a situation where we sullied it with fucking with each other. You know what I'm saying? So even though we could have taken it there, it never went there because it was just kind of like, you know what? I'm more interested in Lyric. This is my friend. I want to keep it that way. So we just left it at that. But since then, we have never really talked on a regular again. And, you know, we're friends on social media. He's a wife and kids. You know, everybody's life has moved on. But in my heart, he will always be my best friend. Always. And that's just kind of what it is. But that's what makes me feel like I wish Coop and Spencer would figure it out and not let their friendship just kind of fall by the wayside. Because I'm not going to lie, there were times when I probably needed him and didn't have him to call. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have a lot of friends like that. And I kind of felt like there was a separation that needed to be, you know, given. But damn, like, you know, there are times I miss him for sure. But, you know, we say hey on social media and it is what it is. So don't let that happen to your friendship, Coop. Preach gives Coop the advice to not let anything stop her from doing what she needs to do with her life, Spencer or anybody else. Layla and Spencer run into each other at the cafe, and she is pissed. At first, she was just gonna like walk past him all angrily, but decides to go off on him about how he thought he was being a superhero and he ended up doing the most damage to her, thinking that she was too fragile to accept the truth. I'm like, it wasn't that he thought you was too fragile. He thought it would hurt you. And in that moment, I think he felt like he needed the comfort that she was gonna give him, so he allowed the moment to be what it was, which was fucked up. But Layla takes no responsibility in the way she just kind of, you know, thinks everything is supposed to revolve around her and how she feels. For the longest, Spencer and Olivia both have been there for Layla, and I find it, you know, that sometimes she can be self-centered, and I think that's because of the way her life is, with it just being her, but that plays through in her relationship sometimes as well. Hopefully, she'll eventually stop being mad and hurt and can get past this. But they're in a time in their life where some of the people you friends with in high school are not going to be with you by the time you get 30. It's just what it is. So Coop goes to drop a box of Spencer's things off to his house. Girl, like, y'all really breaking up, huh? And Grace was like, oh no, honey, if you want to throw your friendship away with Spencer, you wait and give him that stuff yourself. So Asher and JJ and them are getting ready for practice at Beverly. And JJ shows Asher a picture of him and Vanessa, you know, with the shirts he wants to get them so they can be matching for Twin Day. And that kind of made Asher feel away because it's obvious that JJ is kind of head over heels for Vanessa. But we all know that Asher and Vanessa have a thing going on. Yeah, they do. Okay? We don't know what it is, but it's something. Then Coach tells Asher that she's switching him from one team to another, and he assumes it has something to do with Vanessa. And she's like, no, I'm actually doing it because one of the players needs coaching and you've been killing it with the coaching lately. But trust me, after practice, I'm going to need all the tea about you and Vanessa. All of the tea. Spencer talks to Billy about all of the pressure that he's been feeling. And Billy once again has to tell Spencer to stop trying to carry everything on his own shoulders and rely on other people for help. Let them help you. Sometimes doing something for somebody else is giving them something to do, making them feel useful. And it doesn't always come from a place of using somebody, but just helping them be of service the way you would like to be. And there's nothing wrong with that. So Spencer just really needs to learn how to be a kid sometimes and ask for damn help. And not even just being a kid, because adults need to ask for help sometimes. But y'all know he be doing the most. You know, the world on his shoulders, so filled with stress. Shout out to Jay Lee. So y'all, Layla and Liv see each other at the cafe. And of course, Liv is there to talk and is being humble and understanding where Layla is probably at with it, but feeling like they should be able to at least talk about it. Layla basically says that Liv lied to her and she should have told her the truth, and she's over her and Spencer. You know, I don't need to be bothered with neither one of y'all. But Olivia was like, you know what? Check this out, money. I was trying to be apologetic, but at the end of the day, can you be honest about who you are? You're the one that tried to ruin Spencer's football career when he first got here, right? Wanting to get him all messed up and drunk and shit, right? Then you pushed me on him until you decided that you wanted him, and then my feelings didn't matter anymore. And still, after all of that, I stuck by your side when you went through your depression, just for you to turn around and tell me when I get out of rehab that you didn't know my issue was that bad. Okay, so it does seem as if Layla has some self-centered traits, but it makes sense. You're an only child. You're damn near raising yourself. Your daddy is always making self-centered decisions on how he handles life. So why would you really think about other people with the way you go about things? She does have a tendency to, oh, you getting in my way. You not doing something that I like, cut you off. Layla says, you know what? I figured it out in enough time to take the knife out of my back. Thank you, ex-friend. And she walks away. She's over it. Spencer shows up to give his speech for the homecoming king situation, which is being streamed. And Kia is the one recording it. And so Coop is there as well. It's quite uncomfortable. Coop, you know, got that here come this look on her face the whole time. And it's just kind of like, y'all got beef, but you're not about to act like Spence ain't shit. Just because he told you he blames you for him getting shot. But Spencer gets up there and gives an incredible speech about it all being about everybody and not just one person. And, you know, him not really liking the whole king thing, but realizing that a part of being king is realizing the special talents and the superpowers of other people. And he feels like it's not just him. Everybody needs to play their part, which means stop putting all this weight on me, bitch. Billy says that the JV kids that they're going to bump up to play varsity, and with the football players that Spencer and some of the other teachers plan to tutor, the team should actually be looking good soon, right? Then Jabari Long comes in. So during the episode, we saw that the cops on campus get to just show up and search Jabari's locker for no reason. Like, it's almost like they hassle him. And Spencer went over to him and was like, hey, you know, I can get Billy, Coach Billy, to help you with that. And he was like, nah, man, they always up my ass. I ain't worrying about them. And he was like, look, you really, you know, killed me earlier on the field. If you want to, you know, I could put in a good word. You should try to get on a team. And Spencer says that he'll help tutor him because he's already about to tutor the other players. And dude was kind of like, yeah, nah, I don't need that, homeboy. Like, how you even know that? And he was like, oh, well, I looked up your GPA. Coach Billy looked up your GPA. And he was like, yeah, y'all need to stay out of my business, okay? Because Principal Clark has not transferred all of my transcripts yet. And he's not in a hurry to do it because he was in juvie. Because he took all his classes in juvie and passed. So if those classes were added onto the computer system, then he should have been able to get into the football team, right? So Grace, who also works at the high school, was doing something for Principal Clark, and Spencer walks up and is like, so why haven't you transferred Jabari Long's transcripts? You know, he worked really hard. He made a mistake in juvie, but, you know, he's trying to, you know, make better decisions. He just made a mistake like everybody else. Why are you not, you know, transferring his credits? And the guy, you know, Principal Clark starts going off about how he should have thought about that then. And it's just kind of like, oh, okay, I get it. So he doesn't fit the image. And Principal Clark was like, you want me to give him a special treatment because you want him to play football and help you and Coach Billy win? And it's like, at the end of the day, it's not special treatment for you to put his transcripts in the computer. That's what you're supposed to do, Principal Clark. So Spencer, you know, said something to Principal Clark about the way he coming off, and it was kind of disrespectful. So Grace was like, Spencer. And he's like, I'm sorry, Ma. I'm just going to go to class. And so, you know, he walks away, and Principal Clark was like, you know, he's spirited. She's like, oh, no, my son was right. Don't get it twisted. My son was absolutely right in what he said. And now I see the type of person that you really are to not help that student like that. Gave him the bad, you know, the bad black mama eye. You know, you're low down. You're wrong, brother. You're wrong. You know, gave him one of those. And then she walked away. I knew it was going to be like a bad black mama moment, you know, and I mean bad in a good way. It was just the way she was standing there in that floral dress with the shoulder pads that made me feel like she was about to get somebody together today. And she did. But that's what actually ended up helping Jabari Long get his transcripts put into the computer the way they were supposed to and transferred over to Crenshaw. I'm just like, it's somebody asking you to do your damn job. Ain't no preferential treatment, bitch. Anyway, but he showed up at the end of the night to thank Billy and Spencer, but they was like, we had nothing to do with it. He didn't know that it was all, Mama Grace that had fixed that situation. But he's going to join the team and he's going to join the tutoring sessions. But as a tutor, he's a science whiz. I said, really? That's cute. I like that. You don't see many of those. Come on, Dwayne Wayne. So y'all, Coop is struggling through her little speech, and she decided, in this moment that she was going to quit school and stop focusing on anything that was holding her back from who she was truly supposed to be, which is on stage and being an artist. And she also looks at Spencer like, oh, you holding me back too. Spencer ain't holding you back from shit. If Spencer wasn't there this whole time trying to convince you to stay away from the streets, you wouldn't have nothing in the music because you might be dead right now. She's just real ungrateful right now, Coop. You just don't like dealing with the guilt, and you need to just deal with it and get over it and stop acting like a little bitch. So Vanessa comes in the cafe to talk to Asher, and JJ is playing pool with Jordan. He's like, oh, man, look how she came in. You think we matching? It's like, no, y'all are not matching. Jordan is like, y'all are not matching, JJ. Okay, just calm down. It's like, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? That's still about to be my girl. You know what I'm saying? He's like, but she over there talking to Asher. He was like, man, that's just a friend. I was like, oh, that's just a friend? Okay. So we go over there to their conversation. And basically she was like, I talked to my mom and you misreading women all over the place. You don't know how to communicate with women. If you think I was asking you out on a date, we was friends and I missed us being friends. So I wanted us to kick it on some friend shit. Okay. And then you want to tell my mama all of that. You got both of us fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, damn, that's harsh, but okay, I take it. I was like, thank you. Somebody that can realize something might be, a little bit harsh, but it's matter of fact, and you should accept it. So they shake on a clean slate. And it seems as if she really is interested in JJ. For the past couple of episodes, we haven't been so sure. But she says, no, I'm going out on a date with JJ. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, uh-oh, Asher, uh-oh. Thought you had it in the bag. Guess you don't. And I was like, I don't know why. JJ is fine. Like, I don't like his haircut, but his physique is really nice. He's always smiling and happy. He has money. He looks like he smells good. Like, why are we looking at JJ like, ugh? Like, I had to think about it because I was like, ugh, why she want to go on a date with JJ? Ugh. And then I looked at JJ and I was like, wait a minute. JJ looks like a Ken doll. I was like, oh, I forgot. That's attractive to some people. Yes, JJ is attractive. I forgot. Okay, y'all. So Jordan runs into Layla and tells her, I just want to let you know I see you and you're one of the strongest people I know, Layla. Because Layla thinks that everybody thinks she's too weak and too fragile to deal with shit. And really, that's not what it is. It's not that they think you're too weak to deal with anything. It's just nobody wants to hurt you, Layla. Like, nobody wants you to feel bad because of how they feeling. Doesn't mean they think you some weakling. Like, girl, if you don't tap out of your own insecurities for 1 second and see what's really going on here. But anyway, Billy goes to thank the principal for transferring Jabari's credits. And he's still mad. He was like, I didn't do that because of you. I did that because of Spencer and Mrs. James. Okay, that's why I did it. And then he goes off on Billy about how Billy punched him so hard he ended up in the hospital with stitches and his family was scared for his life. And Billy was like, dude, that's not what happened. And this is when I realized you had a concussion. You don't know what the fuck happened. Because Billy was like, that's not the way it happened. And it kind of made him be like, oh, okay. And I'm like, so what actually happened? Obviously something different than what Principal Clark's ass thinks. But I'm like, why would you never talk about this in order to know exactly what happened? You had a concussion. Somebody hit you over the head. It may not have been him. Or if you got hit, it might not have been what you thought it was. You know what I'm saying? But either way, we're going to eventually get to the bottom of really who drop kicked who back in the 90s when they was in school. Because we still mad about some shit that happened in the 90s. Olivia shows up and gives Spencer a ride home from you know, doing the little speech and everything. And child, when they get in the car and start playing Collide, I was like, two things about to happen. A moment where we, you know, finally get our emotions all out on the table, in a car crash. I just knew it. And that's basically what happened. Olivia tells Spencer she's never been more sure about her feelings for him than she is right now. And she understands that it may not be the popular opinion for them to be together, but so the fuck what? They want to be together, they should be together. Okay, and he like, I don't know why you waiting, pull his car over, girl. And instead of her pulling the car over, she crashes into a parked car. And then she asked him to switch seats with her because she been drinking. And I would have just been like, so you came and got me and put my life in danger and you've been drinking? No, bitch, you're going to take this hit. I'm not switching with you. You're going to take this hit. You know what I'm saying? I'm lying. I probably would have switched with her. But I feel like she needed to take that hit. And I feel like, you know, Spencer, as a young black man, does not need to put himself in harm's way. Her little biracial mixed ass should have been sitting in the driver's seat. So if any guns were drawn, it wouldn't be on Spencer. Okay, she less likely to get shot in a situation than he is. I'm just saying. But I was so mad because I was like, bitch, you ruined this beautiful moment with your alcoholism. You ain't got this shit in check yet. Oh my God, y'all, I was so mad. What y'all think gonna happen? Because we don't come back until April. This is the last episode until April. And I'm just kind of like, what's gonna happen? Y'all gonna stress me out. Because now I'm going to be like, so are they not really going to be together? And we saw that Billy was upset when he found out that Spencer took the fall for her. And then we saw Spencer with his hands in the air. So another uncomfortable confrontation with police officers. I'm not looking forward to it. Oh, my God. Who Layla going to be with, y'all? Because I know they're going to give Layla a love interest. What if Layla end up being a lesbian? I don't believe it, but it would be fun. Shit, give me some besides all this heteronormative shit. I mean, even Coop gives heteronormal, you know what I'm just saying? Like, she's a stud, you know? Give me some lipstick lesbian teas from somebody, okay? That's what I want. I'm sorry. One of my lashes is flipped down and annoying the hell out of me. But anyway, like, I just, there's so many things we can do with these storylines. And yes, Jordan and Simone are really still married and their parents don't know. Jordan's talking about he's the happiest he's ever been. And it's like, but Jordan, y'all don't live together and nobody knows y'all are married. So y'all not really married in real life. Y'all have paperwork, but y'all are not living together as married people in order to get annoyed and upset with one another and feel like maybe you rushed into things. Like, y'all aren't even in each other's space enough for y'all to like know that. So when they said that shit, I was just kind of like, child, get out of here, Jordan. Talking about the happiest you ever been since you married Simone. Get out of here. But anyway, you guys, that's really it. Now I'm done. I had to think about it for a second. Y'all, when the lady that plays Grace was on live last night and I kept trying to get in, but they kept picking these annoying ass people to be on and then talk about the show. People that talk slow and be in the dark and shit. I hate when people do that. That shit's so creepy to me. If I don't see a face when I get on here, I'm clicking off. Like, that's how I would feel. That's why I don't be going live, because you never know who's gonna come into your live, you know, with their creepy energy, trying to take some of your energy. Okay, But she was in there. She was smiling through it. I said, child, this is nails on a chalkboard for me. Let me get out of here. But I wanted to get on there and ask questions and give my predictions for the season as well. I was upset that I couldn't get on, but I had other shit to do. But anyway, y'all, now I'm ready to go. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if y'all haven't already. Tell your people that I review All American. I love y'all. See y'all in the next one.